Hi everyone, and welcome to Insight by Johnita Francis. I am, of course, Johnita Francis, and you are doing the quarter hour of power on your Tuesday afternoon. Today, you know how I'm always super organized for our sessions, but today I actually was having a little bit of a think about things, and the last few months with everything that's been going on in the world, I've seen a lot of customers and clients and people and taken a lot of sessions where people are just, the sense of control that they thought they had over their lives before is gone. And a lot of people are lost, they're angry, they're grieving, the rug has literally been pulled out from underneath their feet. And it's, for me as a healer, I use my voice to heal and my spiritual contacted entities assistant to heal people. I find it really troubling that everybody, mass amounts of people are going through this. So today I wanted to provoke you a little bit, and I love provoking people because it's where our best work often comes from. We use that pissed off feeling, that in your face, mate, feeling to actually motivate us to do things. So I'm going to take you through an exercise, and this exercise is all about triggering you deliberately to get you thinking about the things that you can control in your life, and to give you a little bit of take away that anxiety. Anxiety is the fear of not being able to control, or the feeling that you have no control over what's coming next. And that's where anxiety comes from. And so many people are riddled with anxiety at the moment because it feels like our sense of control that we thought we had before, didn't really, that's another story, it had been taken away from us. So this morning I want to scare you a little. So this is the basis for our trigger or our motivation this morning, is to think about our health exactly how it is right now in this moment. Everything about us is not going to change. But by some luck of the Irish, you have received a download from the universe into your brain, and you know without any shadow of doubt that your last day on earth is going to be the 14th of October this year. That's in 12 weeks' time. You have essentially 12 weeks to do all the things that you ever wanted to do, that you ever wanted to say, that you ever wanted to catch up with. What would you do? Now, nothing is going to decline. You're not going to slowly get sick. You're not going to slowly wither away. You're just going to have some sort of alien craft come down and suck you up on the 14th of October. It is your last day on earth. But nothing about your life changes. Everything is all about how you are right now in this moment. What would you do with those 12 weeks? Would you find that person you bullied in school and apologize? Would you go to see your ex-partners or partner and apologize for your conduct, apologize for not being the person that they needed you to be, to offer forgiveness? Would you track down those relatives that you haven't spoken to for a long time? Would you pick up a study course? Would you finally write a book? Would you tell your boss to stick it up his bumhole and go surfing for the rest of your time here on earth? Would you start painting? Would you pick up a guitar and think to yourself, but now or never, I really wanted to learn the guitar and I never got a chance to do that? What exactly would you do with these 12 weeks? Would you learn a new sport? Would you learn a new musical instrument? Would you learn to sing? Would you start writing your family tree down, everything you can remember about the nuances and the funny little things that your favorite uncle or auntie did, or how much your cousin used to lead you up the garden path and get you in so much shit with your parents because they were naughty and you were just a follower? Would you sit down and write your memoirs? Would you jump in your car or on your motorcycle and just drive and ride until you ran out of petrol? Would you go to the beach? Would you go to the bush? Would you sit on your front veranda with a hot cup of coffee and just think, fuck it. I've got 12 weeks. I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. I've done everything for everyone my entire life, and I'm tired. And I'm not going to be sucked up into an alien aircraft on the 14th of October with bags under my eyes. So I am doing nothing. Good luck getting me to move. What would you do? If there are anything that is triggering you in this moment, that is making you get that anger in your stomach or that heaviness in your heart, or some of the things that I've suggested to you that you might do, some of the things that you've come up with by yourself, if they've made your eyes fill up with tears or gripped your heart, write them down. Remember them. Talk them into your phone on your voice recorder, because they're the things that you should be doing. Don't wait for your last day on earth to do these things. Don't wait for someone to give you your exit strategy. Don't wait for a diagnosis of cancer or a diagnosis of some sort of terminal illness before you start to do the things that you really feel are very important to you. If you have any regrets, anything that sits in your heart or sits in your stomach, and I say heart and stomach because our stomach are our emotion centers, but our hearts can often sometimes come into play as well. So, it's the things that are holding you back. If you really want to go and you feel terrible for the way you treated somebody, or you feel terrible because you're on the receiving end of the way someone treated you. Do you want to track that person down? Do you want to write a letter to them and be free of that feeling forever? Because all the things that trigger you, all the things that make you get angry or feel a sense of emotion, whether it's, grief or tears or joy, whatever that is, they're the things that you need more of in your life. Maybe not the anger part, but you need to resolve the anger part to bring the joy in. You fill your life with all negative emotions. How on earth are you going to be able to provide space for all the positive things that are happening in your life? So you've got to work through them, as shitty as they are and as hard as it is, and sometimes it's really uncomfortable to speak up and say, just someone's hurt your feelings, or that, you feel discomfort about something, or, someone was treating you really insensitively. Even if they think that they didn't or they weren't being insensitive to you, but that's how you took it on, you need to deal with that. Don't wait till your last days. I spent a long time doing palliative care and hospice care, and I loved it. And I loved it because it gave me such an insight of the type of person I wanted to be, and the type of person that on my last day here on earth, I could honestly lay there and say, I tried to do the best I could at all the times for everybody, including myself. And working in hospice, where you're really at that very end of life stage, that last part of everybody's life, and you get so humbled by what you're witnessing and what you're allowed to be a small part of. And it teaches you that tomorrow is never guaranteed, and that the things that you need to do in your life and the things that are important to you, they can't wait. Don't put them off. Don't get around to it. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't leave it till later. Do it now. Pick the phone up now. Write that letter now. If you can't talk to them face to face for whatever reason, write them a letter. Post it to the North Pole. Use Santa's address. Get it out of your system. Get all of your emotions out. Now, your end of days may not necessarily be the 14th of October, and I sincerely hope they're not. But if you had only 12 weeks on Earth, how would you use them? What would you do? And what would you do differently than what you are right now? It's really thought-provoking, and I've done it deliberately because the things that we care about are the things that we can control. We can't control how that other person that we bullied at school is going to behave, absolutely, but we can control the fact that we have let it go, that we have dealt with it. And that is how we remove the anxiety out of our lives and gain a little bit of sense of control over doing the things that we need to do for ourselves. So hopefully you'll take this on board and start bringing in some of those things into your own lives. and have a better quality of life for it. So my name is Johnita Francis. I am a psychic medium, and I have been doing this work for a very, very long time. I have seen a lot of crazy stuff, and I've been a part of some beautiful aha moments with thousands of clients over my lifetime and over my career, and it never gets boring. It's always humbling, and I'm always absolutely thrilled and honored to be a part of it. If you'd like a reading with me, or you'd like to come across and have some spiritual mentoring, I am available on Facebook. I also have a website. You can catch me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter as well. And of course, I'm here on Moonstruck each Tuesday afternoon at 4:15. Some of my clients have been very important people. And some of my clients don't realize how very important they are. So it's look, for me, quality of life is everything. And my idea of a quality of life for me is very different from a quality of life for you. So we will work with you as your individual and decide, what it is that you want to do. Which direction do you want to go in? How do you want to feel about this? Don't leave it. Please don't leave it, because you never know. You really honestly don't know, and you don't know how quickly things change. In the beginning of this year, none of us even thought about this going on, what's going on at the moment in the world. None of us thought about the protest or the virus or anything else. None of us had any idea that that was coming, and look how much our lives have changed. So please don't put things off. It's really important. If you need some help with spiritual mentoring, I'm certainly the person for the job. You can find me on www.insightbyjohnita.com. Johnita is spelled Johnita. Once again, Johnita. Very popular name in the States, not so much in Australia. But I'm available for spiritual mentoring. I also have a podcast called A Guided Life with my dear friend Trish Rock. We do that every Wednesday night at 6:30 Australian time. You're more than welcome to subscribe to us there. We cover a whole range of crazy topics, and it's always a good laugh and an eye-opener, researching nerd sort of half hour, 45 minutes. So I do hope you'll join me there as well. And that is it for me this week. Please don't put things off. I will see you again next week. Bye for now.